Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you one of the most valued properties in terms of the amount you pay and the kind of house you get in the Triad area. So if you are currently looking for houses to purchase, I would suggest to look into these houses because they offer the most value for the money in terms of the size of the house you get and the age of the house you get, along with the amount you pay for the house. And if you are a first time homeowner, or if you are thinking about buying a house and you are currently renting and paying more than or close to $2,000 of rent, then it is the right time for you to think about owning a property in these areas. So you can see that the properties here listed, in some of them in Thomasville, a few of them in Winston-Salem, and a few of them in Greensboro area, less than $300,000, 4+ bedroom, and an attached car garage. So this is the best starter home that you can think about. So just take an example of this one in Winston-Salem, and there are few more properties in this same community. And you can see that the house is almost 2000, it's little over 2000 square feet area. And these are the new construction by Century Community Builders. And in this particular property, if you see the pictures, they are all the rendering right now, but you can see that you have, other than two-car garage, you have the dining and the great room, as well as a flex room, which can be converted into a bedroom also, or it could be an office or some whatsoever. But you look into the second floor, which has at least 4 bedroom primary suite and then 3 more bedroom. So it's great for people who are looking to like upgrade their living, and if they have children and want separate bedroom for each, this is one of the good options that you can think about. And this is completely new construction, and the properties are well priced. They are just hit the market, and you can see the other property details, like it's almost over 2000 square feet, comes with the dishwasher and the electric water heater, microwave, oven, and range. And also the size of the bedroom, you can see that they're decent sized for the starter home. Also, if you see that the property location, this is almost like in the middle of Winston-Salem, Creek Bend. That's the name of the property community, and it's very close to 140. So, sorry, I-40. That's why it's very important that you are able to purchase a property which are closer to the highway, so that you can commute between different places easily, and you don't have to spend time stuck in the traffic. So this is one of the properties. And if you see that the other properties, like just take this example in Greensboro, $300,000 for this 2-car garage and 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1829 square feet, completely new. And if you look into the total, if you want to see that how much it would end up in costing you on a monthly, here you can see that estimated cost is less than $2,000. And again, this does not include the utilities, but just take an example that if you have paid like 20%, if you have 20%, you can pay 20, or if you have less, if you don't have that much amount available to pay as a down payment. And most of the folks, they do 5% for FHA loan, or like if it is a first time. But if you have like 20%, it's better to pay 20%. So even if with 5% down, which is almost $15,000, you can become a homeowner and still get through a new construction, new house for just $2,000 per month, depending on the 30-year fixed mortgage of 6.65. And again, these numbers can vary depending on how much interest rate you are getting charged. So it includes the property taxes, home insurance, HOA fee, and also utilities. It has not included, so you can add the utilities on top of that. But just think about it. If you are living in a property where you are paying $2,000 or over $2,000 in rent, then think again, because even though if you have plans to move out, it makes sense to own the property for 2 years or almost 3 years. If you have that kind of visibility, go ahead and buy a property, because that will put money in your pocket. It will not take money out of your pocket, even though after deducting the the cost of the sale and everything, you still are able to get some equity out of your property. So this is again one of the good examples that I can show for properties in the Triad area. Next, if you see the properties in Winston-Salem, we have already seen that. Let's look into this one. This one is also, it has reduced the price, and this one, all properties are newer properties, like they have built in like 2000. In this case, it was built in 2021, so it's still like 5 years old property, like one car garage and 4 bedrooms. So look at the quality. The kitchen has granite countertop, backsplashes, stainless steel appliances with a fireplace. So this definitely looks a very nice looking house. And if you are again, if you see that breakdown, it's just like $1,800. And again, if you add anything on top of that, at most the utilities $300 or $400, it's total like 2,200 to 2,300, and you will get access to a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath house. And on top of that, if suppose you have thought through and you're thinking about becoming a real estate investor, in that case also this is a good property to invest, because this is almost ready to move in, so it has got fence as well, so it's best for the folks who have pets. And like in this case, if you have like been an investor, or if you want to become an investor, Greensboro is a good market where you can get a good return, because here, just think about it, right? If you become an owner, your total monthly cost would be around 1,800, at most 1,900. But this kind of property will most likely get you a rent of 2,300 to 2,500, and could be even more. So I have got properties in the area and I know the rent, and usually I can find out also how much it has rented, or similar properties in that area has rented over last 90 days. So based on that, I can get you a proper analysis of how much this kind of property will get you as a return just for the investor. But mostly if you are looking for your primary home, this is also a great option to purchase a home which is in great shape, in great condition. You don't have to put any money to fix anything, and a great price like $285,000 for a 4 bedroom house in the area of Greensboro is really a good deal. So having said that, if you are still thinking and on the edge whether you want to buy a house or you want to continue renting, then this is the time. And call me, text me, or reach out to me. I'll help you out in making that decision and getting a great deal. Thank you again for watching and listening, and have a great rest of your day.